Hi guys, what's up people? Accept greetings according to your location in any part of the world in which you find yourself right now. If you're new to my channel, this is Sunshine AMN TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button right down there below so you'll be notified when I upload a next episode. And today we will be having a conversation about our people in Kuwait. And I just want to let you to say this so quick. The challenges in which we find ourselves are not the stop point in life. They are just guidelines for the future. And we often know our labels give birth to ideas. Actually, I know the social media is so loud these days, and every information that you want to know, if you go on social media, you will know about it and you actually learn about it. For some past weeks, there was an information circulating on social media. I hope you must have seen the video. And they were talking about the Kuwait government evicting the Africans out from their homes. And what happened is that the reasons that they were giving, using to explain this video, the reasons weren't true. They were like, it was a kind of xenophobia, it was a kind of racism, it was because of this pandemic, which weren't true at all. It was not true, it was never true. And 8% of the population that travels to Kuwait, they are mainly female. All this because they go there to work as housemates. And before they even arrive there, their boss has arranged with the agent, and immediately they arrive, the boss will take their documents. They will take their passport, and they will not have access to their passport. And living in such conditions are not always favorable. You feel uncomfortable and you feel intimidated. You don't have freedom for anything. So most often they get fed up and they just want to go on the hidings. Some will just find a way and get out of their working place and get a place where they can live there freely. And when they get out of the house without their document, they get stranded out there and they will not have access to the document even if they are in need of them. So the government actually realizes that so many of them are living without document and announces amnesty. And you know what? So many countries actually came for their people, and right now as we are talking, my own people are still crying there. This country in West Africa, the country where the leader has been on seat since November 6, 1982. He has been there even before I was born. I grew up as a little child and he is still there right now as we are talking. So the problem is that this man doesn't have love for human being. He is there for egocentric purposes. And because of this, the population are allowed to suffer and intimidated and abused in any corner of the world in which they find themselves. And that is why I'm saying I will not blame the Kuwait government. They are trying their best. Actually, some African countries even stop their citizens from not going to this country. But some still find their ways illegally to travel to this country. And the problem now is that, as I said in the yesterday video, the problem is because of the poor governance. They are treating us in such a way because they know that our government cannot stand to defend us in anything. That's why we are being intimidated. That's why we are being abused. It's really a shame. And the problem, some of the government will tell you that the citizens are lazy. They don't want to stay in their country and work. Stay in their country and work and do what? What jobs have they created for the youth? You see graduates that they have for college degrees, they have for university degrees, with not just any type of degrees with first class and the second class honor. And after graduation, 2-3 years, you can't even pick up a job. Why? Because you don't have godmothers, godfathers up there who can connect you to any job. And you will see your classmate that you were in class with, and they couldn't even write their names. They will be in better offices and they'll be doing better jobs out there because they have the so-called godfathers and godmothers that can connect them in any position that they want. So the lucky ones, if you're not lucky enough, then you are left to suffer. And people with ambition, people with vision, they can't just fold their arms and just sit while their vision dies down. They have to hustle. They have to find means to get into one of these countries to do something for themselves and their family. So my plea is for our government, to wake up, as I earlier said in the yesterday video. Let them have love for humanity. Let them love their own people. They get into the offices with a selfish interest, with egocentric mind. How can we be united when people have this type of selfish mind that they think only about themselves? That is why Africa to come together as one country or in one continent, in one agreement, it will be very difficult because all the so-called leaders in their countries, they have their own selfish reason what they are doing and how they are doing it. And look at what is happening. You just take, for example, a government leader will take investment. Instead of investing it in his own country, he will take it and invest it in Europe. Yes, that is just an example that I'm giving. The investment that you're supposed to invest in your own country so that it will yield profit and will help to develop your own country, you carry it and you invest it abroad. Take the country's money, the resources you've exploited and you've sold for the country, you carry it and you put it in your private bank account in Europe. And this money is working, is yielding profit for the people. And the question that I ask myself, and I ask you, the government, what do you think when you are doing things like this? How can we describe this type of stupidity? Because people who act like this is because they don't even think about the future. They don't even think what will happen. They just want to live and die at the same day. So what I'm crying and what my plea it's right now is that let them use this money and invest it in their own country. Let them use this money and invest it so that this money will yield profit and will help to develop their own country. If the country is not developed, how will the youth be able to stay there and get a job that will help them to achieve their dreams? How do you expect them to stay back and just watch at you while you continue to move on with your family and with your loved ones, why they don't even have good roads to walk on, they don't have good drinking water, they don't have good educational system, and they don't have good medical facilities? And you expect them to just sit and watch at you with nothing and with no hope. This is ridiculous. And you know what? It's really a pity and a shame for us. But I just begin to plead with the Westerners that despite whatever thing that our African leaders are doing, you should know that we are all humans. The same blood that is flowing in your vein is the same blood that is flowing in our vein. Because of all these things, don't take them and you generalize them and you treat us as if we are animals. All of us, we are humans. So please, let's grow together and be united for the growth of our country. Black people have really suffered on this planet Earth. Thank you so much. Let me know about your thoughts in the comment below. See you. Bye-bye.